Diary entry number 7, Catfish. I met her on a dating app. Her profile picture showed a big and beautiful smile with sparkling green eyes. Her name was Sarah, and from our chats, she seemed like a fun person, and that was exactly what I was looking for. We decided to meet for a date at a cozy little coffee shop downtown. As I walked into the cafe, my nerves were tingling with a mix of excitement and anticipation. I spotted her sitting in the corner, her back turned to me. I approached cautiously, and when she turned around, my heart sank. The girl in the picture was nowhere to be seen. Instead, I was met with a pale, gaunt face and a twisted smile. Was this the girl I had been speaking to all this time? Suppressing my initial shock, I managed a polite greeting. "Hey, Sarah, right?" She nodded, her eyes gleaming with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. "Yeah, that's me. So glad you could make it." We sat down, and the conversation started off slow. I kind of wish it stayed that way. Sarah spoke in a soft tone, sharing bizarre anecdotes about her life. I chalked it up to nerves, hoping she was just trying to make conversation. She started asking unsettling questions. She wanted to know intricate details about my life, probing into personal matters with an unsettling curiosity. It was as if she had researched me extensively, and the realization sent shivers down my spine. Trying to steer the conversation to lighter topics, I suggested ordering some food. Sarah's face contorted into a sly grin as she ordered a meal that I had mentioned in passing during our chats. How did she remember such specific details? My discomfort grew, and I began to question whether this girl was who she claimed to be. As the evening wore on, Sarah's behavior became increasingly erratic. Unable to endure the bizarre encounter any longer, I excused myself to the restroom, contemplating my escape plan. As I returned to the table, Sarah was gone, leaving behind an unsettling note written in blood-red ink. It detailed personal information about me. I was really freaked out. How the hell did she know these things about me? Panicking, I hurriedly paid the bill and left the cafe. I glanced nervously over my shoulder. Sarah was not just a catfish, but a deeply disturbed lady. This was a nightmare. All I wanted was to have a fun night out and to have some fun with a pretty girl. But this. As I walked away, I couldn't shake the feeling that her unsettling presence lingered. I had made it home safely. Still feeling a little shaken up, I poured myself a drink and fell down on my couch. I went back into the dating app, to where Sarah and I had our conversation. I decided that I was done with her and that I was going to block her. I know you are thinking that I am being unreasonable. But you should have been there to feel the energy this girl was giving off. I have been on dates with a whole bunch of girls, all different, and none of them gave me this feeling. I went into our chat and I clicked on her profile. Click. Blocked. I breathed a sigh of relief. No more crazy. I took a sip of my drink and then heard my phone vibrate. I looked down on my phone and I saw a message. It said, "Now why would you do that?" I shot straight up. How the hell was she doing this? I blocked her. The phone vibrated again. Every part of my being told me not to look, but I had to. It was her, and it said the scariest thing I have ever read. Look outside. Come and play. Without even realizing, I had dropped my glass on the floor. Why was she doing this? I walked to the window, but I didn't see anything. She wasn't there. I breathed a sigh of relief. I thought to myself, what a crazy girl. I went on with my night as planned, and about 2 o'clock it was time to go to bed. The drinks hit a little harder than usual. I walked down the hall to my bedroom, and all of a sudden, even in my intoxicated state, it felt like there was someone behind me. I quickly turned around and there was no one there. I continued on my way to my bedroom. I walked in and everything was dark. I didn't bother turning on the lights. I fell onto bed and was ready to be done with this day. I started getting comfortable when something caught my eye. Reluctantly, I got out of bed and walked to the window where I had just seen something. As I reached the window, I saw nothing. I started closing the curtains and there she was. It was Sarah. She was smiling from ear to ear with an unblinking stare. Even in my drunk state, I knew that it was time to get out of there. I turned around and started running. As I ran down the hall, I could hear my bedroom window shattering, and with a loud thud I knew she was in my room. I started running even faster. I finally made it to the front door, and grabbed my keys, and flew out the door, and ran in the direction of my car. As I made it to my car, I saw her. She was running towards me on all fours. I got in my car and sped off. I didn't know where I was going, but I wanted to put as much between me and her. I made it to a small rest stop the next town over, feeling like I had put enough space between us. Feeling like the worst had passed, my phone vibrated once again with a message reading, "I see you."